During the spring thaw, when the rivers are high and filled with muck and silt from the banks, this is the nymph that attracts the most attention. I use this mainly for trout, but I have had good success against bass. If you have seen my videos before, you know I like the best results with the least amount of effort. Well, here is a fly that meets that criteria. Here's Disco Dolly. We're going to start this off with a size 10 nymph sprout hook and a gold 1/8 inch bead. We're going to put that on the hook, and then we're going to cover that with .035 lead wire. Now a lot of times I'll just put 2 or 3 wraps on up towards the bead, but I've got several of those already made, so I'm making one that drops fast. So this lead wire is going to go almost the whole length of that hook. And I want some that'll drop real fast. I carry, well, maybe a dozen of these assorted colors and weights in my box when I go fly fishing for that type of drops. Then we're going to put on some 210 heavy denier neon red thread. I'm making a red one now. You'll see at the end of the video where we do these in all different shapes and sizes. And I'll tell you what, I don't know what bug actually this imitates, if this imitates any kind of natural food, but it works, and it's an easy tie. That's all I can tell you. We're going to cover up that lead wire completely with the red denier, and we're going to taper back on the tail as well as we can. I use that heavier lead wire, so it makes it a little more difficult to cover up and to taper at the end. But on this particular case, I want this to drop like a rock when it gets in there, because I'm not going to have much time. And we're going to use some sparkle braid, a medium, and we're going to lay that on the back and tie it down and follow it back to the end. Now, I'm not putting a tail on this one. Sometimes I do. Most of the time I do. But I carry 2 or 3 of these with no tails in my bag, and sometimes they're the ones that hit. I can't explain it. I don't know why it works. All I can tell you is by trial and error that this fly works. I don't know if it just pisses off the trout and they want to attack it for defense, or if they actually believe it's mimics some type of food that they eat. But all I do know is when the water is murky and silty, these work. And they work well. And they hit them hard, most generally. The bass do as well as the trout. Now we wrap that up, and then we'll do a couple of wraps at the top with the thread just to secure that in place. Now I'm going to take some black and white hackle. And I'm going to fix that right behind the bead. Just a couple of wraps to hold it in place, and wrap the hackle around to give a nice contrasting collar to the fly. We'll secure that with a couple of wraps. Yeah. nice whip finish. Just, you know, really, you only need like 2 to 3 wraps with a whip, just because, I mean, we're gonna put some head cement on, and that's plenty. And with this heavy denier thread, it doesn't take much to fill up these smaller hooks. Doesn't take much at all. The only reason I use this heavier thread is so it covers up the lead. Well, there you go. That's the fly that it seems to kill. I'm going to show you the other colors and styles that we use. This one has no lead in it. This uses a black wire and a green bead, and then this is with a tail. It depends on, man, I tell you what, I make 1 or 2 of every color and style I can find, and that's what I go with. Well, thanks for joining us. Please like, share, and subscribe to our videos. We appreciate y'all. Couldn't do this without you. Till next time, remember, life's a gift. Get outdoors.